Hi, soul family. I'm coming at you from the patio. This is my landlord's patio. It's too hot up in my sector. Not to mention, look at the view we get from down here. Isn't this incredible? So beautiful. Our first totem messenger on the top of the basketball hoop. You probably can't see him or her. There she is. Thank you. Thank you for coming closer. Is the mockingjay. And the mockingjay is a bird that is able to mimic many, many other birds. Oh, there's a pair of them. Okay, so the mockingjay is telling you to find your voice, but pay attention. Might be telling you also that there's somebody mimicking, somebody copying you, somebody, I gotta think about that one. The mockingjay. Isn't that just incredibly glorious? Look at that, the water looks like diamonds. It's such a perfect, this is the most perfect day to go on the water. Oh, happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to me. I raised my kids most of the time and most of their lives. And any other father or anybody else who has parented a child, a pet. My landlord said, he said his girlfriend's coming, his ex-girlfriend's coming over for Father's Day. I said, you're not a father. And he goes, yes, I am. I have 3 children, fur children. So some people our pets are our babies. Mine are. Okay. So we're going to do the reading here because I have a table that I can do it at. I'm going to sit over here a little bit. Hold on. I didn't think I wanted the sunshade up, but this works pretty good. Okay. So I always have something to hold that mockingjay keeps spinning around us. It's interesting. So somebody may be mimicking another person. There might be somebody talking to you as a mimic. What we're doing is, I looked at this all day today, and this is one of Merlin's, from the Merlin's shamanic toolbox. This is the avian crystal cone, and it's a meditation tool. It's got a little bit of glue still here. Let me move this. When I put the crystals in, come on. There we go. I was looking at this all day today as I was doing my reading earlier today, and I was looking at it yesterday. And this is a meditation tool because what it does is not the crystal, the pine cone itself is it's reminiscent of the pineal gland. It's actually that's what it. This is the pineal gland, okay? Pine cone, pineapple. It's all about the pineal gland, which is your access to your third eye, right? And it's completely encrusted with all of these healing crystals. So you get the power from every one of the crystals, the energy from the crystals, for each particular one, the energy and the healing that comes from each of these. There's so many. They're all in here. They all have specific meanings. And then so basically when you're going into meditation, the reason this tool is so valuable is it helps you go into the astral planes. It helps you travel. It helps you connect to not only the crystals of the earth and the power of the earth, but also your avian messengers, the bird messengers. And these feathers were given to me by those messengers themselves. These are the ones that work with me. So this is my particular cone. I've got my blue jays. I've got my the red hawks. I've got the dove. I've got the Canadian geese. I've got the woodpecker. I've got the white crane. See the big white heron? All of these different messengers. So I'm connecting also to the wisdom and the power of these messengers. So having this sitting before us, and our first messenger was the mockingjay. It's appropriate, right? So we're gonna have our cards rest upon this. I thought, because I always, when I do my daily readings, I always have the cards resting on my selenite tower. But we're connecting with our bird messengers. We're connecting with the power of the earth. This helps you get grounded. This helps us connect with the astral and the spiritual plane. So this is why we're using this. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put you guys down right now, and I'm going to shuffle the cards. We're working with several different decks. You are going to choose if you want to do this. I've been doing the Zodiac, all Zodiac sign, because people like it. And hold on, I'm gonna go over here. Maybe I'll go over here because I'm in the shade. I think I like that. And then you can see what I'm doing. I didn't like being in the sun like that. Except for you're kind of low now. So people like it because, and I like it too, because what's going on is when we have them done as the Zodiac signs, I'll turn it around like so that you can see the breeze. I don't know, I'll dance around. I like doing it from the Zodiacs because it's specific for each person. Now, if I were to say to you guys, this is Aries, this is Leo, this is Sagittarius, this is whatever, you know, I don't feel that it's as appropriate. There's far too many Leos, Sagittarius, you know, there's far too many. There's bazillions of us, right? And not everybody is going to have the same. So if you choose your own message, that way, so the cross watchers who are looking at this, they're not going to get the same clarity as you will by choosing your own. That's why I feel it's better for you to make your own choice. And I don't like sitting here. For one thing, I can't see that beautiful view, and it inspires me. I'm not going to see my animal messengers, and neither are you. So I'll just sit on this side of the, I'll let you guys do that. I'll sit on this side, and I'll bring the camera around when I need to. Okay, so make your choices, or just know I will have these cards, as I said, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, whatever. Air signs, water signs, fire signs, earth signs, okay? So I'm going to show you the piles when I do them, and then you can choose the piles as well. So that way we get two. There'll be piles for those, and you can choose. Some people like them to be assigned. I think it's smarter for you to choose your own, because that's your higher self telling you, no, this is my message. Because I may choose something that, you know, yes, this is what I'm getting for fire signs, but I myself want my own higher self to guide me, and I'm supposed to be helping you guys learn how to trust your own intuition. So I think it works better this way. Okay, so first pile, second pile, and while I'm doing this, you guys can enjoy the view, right? So the decks that we're using are going to be the Saints and Angels by Doreen Virtue. We're going to be using John Holland's The Psychic Tarot, and we're going to be using the Wisdom of Avalon. Whoa, I'm getting a high-pitched frequency in my right ear. Really, really high-pitched frequency when I said the Wisdom of Avalon. That's interesting. Right for neutrality on all levels. Such an incredible day. Oh my gosh. I wish this lake allowed us to have sea-doos. It's my favorite thing in the world. I would absolutely have one. But it's too small for everybody to be cruising across this water that quickly. The water skiers would get run over, and this is mostly a ski lake. Okay. You can fast forward. I will absolutely timestamp this for you guys. I wasn't sure if I was even going to be doing a weekly reading because I did the daily reading so late, and it was so detailed. I liked it a lot. The only difference between me sitting here and upstairs is that the chair is so low. I'm looking at the railing, whereas up in my balcony, I feel like I can see better. I like looking at things from a higher vantage point, being the Red Hawk. The Mimic. So, oops, sorry. I just got it. Well, that's probably just as well. I just got a hit on that. Be careful that somebody is not taking credit for your work, right? The Mimic, that you're not doing all the work and somebody else is taking the credit, putting their name to your stuff. My friend and I, we're Facebook friends. We're doing a deck together, and however, even though we're friends, it's smart to do everything legally, right? So I'm not going to be sending all of the all of my work to her, and she's not going to be sending her work to me without their contract being drawn up saying that, you know, we can only use this. So think about that with the fact that the Mockingjay is able to mimic other people. Something else will come, I'm sure, because we got that message. But right now, that's what's coming to me. I'm gonna put you guys this way. That's what I'm looking at. Pretty, pretty, pretty. We're almost ready. Almost ready to roll. Quick neutrality on the levels. If you would like any help with dream analysis, a private reading, life coach session, if you'd like to purchase a shamanic avian crystal cone, interested in any crystal clusters, or the Queen of Wands ceremonial sage wands, my website is www.theangelswhisper.com. Please like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you get the videos coming to you, and you share so that other people get the opportunity to see what Spirit's sending out, because there's a lot of people that are awakening, and they don't actually realize that they are awakening, and a lot of people are curious but yet are still a little nervous about embracing it openly. So if we share, we'll be able to encourage ones to listen to what Spirit is saying to us. So please do like, share, and subscribe. And I love the comments that you guys have been leaving. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. One of the viewers is another tarot card reader, and she said she loves listening, and she likes the way that I talk in the beginning. It helps with the messages that go out. So I think that's wonderful feedback. I needed to hear that, because I often apologize and say, don't worry, I'll fast forward. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to stop apologizing, because I'm doing it for a reason. Spirit knows why I'm doing it. All right, so we're getting ready to go. All right, so our first message. Now, first of all, this is how we're going to do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Okay, look at your bundles and choose. I've been specifically drawn to this particular crystal. This is the, I always want to call it psychedelic, but this is the laser quartz, laser light quartz crystal. And in my dreams last night, I heard somebody speaking to me, and they said, when I had a psychedelic shirt when I was 17, or no, when I was in 7th grade. That's what he said. And funny that I knew it was a guy. Look at the colors. Anyway, I was drawn to that. It kind of looks like the water. See it right there? And look at, there's our 3 messengers right now, doves. 3, the Ascended Masters. They're here with us, so that's awesome. Okay, so here's your piles. Have you chosen? Have you chosen? What is it that draws to you? What calls to you? What you're drawn to? Now, after you've chosen, you can do whichever pile you're drawn to specifically for yourself. Or you can wait for me to tell you the signs that they're going to be. So I'm going to look myself and see what I'm drawn to. You can also do them and you, or them and you, right? Whatever. So I've already chosen my pile and their pile. So what we're going to do is we're going to do fire, water, air, earth. So now you have 2, right? Ones that you chose and the ones that I've chosen. So here we start. Fire, and let me do this so that I don't forget. Fire, water, air. Fire, water, air, earth. Oh, Lord. All right. Fire, water, air, earth. Please, 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 Spirit, help me remember that that's what I chose. All right. So, from the Wisdom of Avalon, the first message is trust. So Spirit is asking for you to have trust in this situation. They're asking you to trust them. They're asking you to have trust in whoever it is in your life. You're looking at this rocky path going up a mountain. It looks to me like there was a fire there. There's a lot of fallen or old burnt down trees and a lot of rocks, but there's clearly a path, and it's winding up the road. So the message is trust. Do you have issues with trust? Are you somebody who is constantly concerned with trust? People have broken your trust. You have an issue trusting others. I'm thinking of the song, All My Friends Are Heathens, Take It Slow. Yes, we have trust issues. There's another one that's a song called Issues. And it's often because people have broken your trust. They've done things in your past that's made it very difficult for you to trust. So you have issues of betrayal, possibly. Are you worried about Spirit? Are you worried? Are you somebody who's constantly making lists, who's constantly has to have everything organized right down to the final detail, has to know exactly what's coming or you won't move forward? You know, there are people that have that in their life. They're very, very, very detail conscious. Now, I am detail conscious, I am. But we have to also trust in the universe. And Spirit's saying that right now, in order for us to move forward in a positive, healthy way, we are going to have to trust the mystery. We are going to have to trust the universe as we go up this mountain of our life. And trust and have faith that whatever is coming to us is going to be what is in our highest good, no matter what it is. Because that's the truth. Even when we feel something should be a certain way, if it doesn't turn out that way, we have to trust that, you know what, it didn't turn out that way because it wasn't in our highest good. So this is what Spirit's asking for us at this time. And remember, of course, that nobody's perfect. I was thinking about something on the way home. Spirit's showing me a situation, and I've watched in my dreams actually the reality of the situation, and I have been shown that yes, what I've been seeing is the truth. And it's not something that I would want to put trust in after seeing it. It's not. And I have to rely on Spirit, and I'm going to rely on Spirit and trust that the guidance that I get, and I've been shown to move forward. So I am putting faith and trust in my highest self, and I'm putting trust in the divine. So we have to do this. And if we're on a spiritual path and we claim to be spiritual people, we have to realize that. We also have to realize that the people that we choose to put trust in, they can betray us. They can break our trust. Nobody's perfect. And that's what it is that I watched, because my trust was broken. I was betrayed. And I've seen it. And I listened to somebody this morning, a friend of mine on Instagram who writes beautifully, and she was talking about her and her husband's marriage. And I'm getting emotional when she wrote about it. It was so beautiful, the words that she wrote, how she spoke about them. And I said, I have tears pouring down my face as I read this, because I know that the one that I had trust in betrayed me, and the reason I was so moved was because she told me, no, we shouldn't have ever been together. Nobody would have thought that we would have lasted. Not after everything we went through. We did everything backwards. Everything went wrong, but we followed our heart, and here we are, 30 years together. And I wouldn't. This is my best friend. This is my cohort. This is my partner in crime. This is my rock. And so sometimes it doesn't follow the book. It doesn't follow the script. You know, things don't go the way they're supposed to go. And people can break your trust, and they can break their promises, and they can hurt you. But that's our life, and we have to realize that we're also imperfect. And I'm looking right now, I'm sure he's very little to you right now, but above us we have the vulture. We have quite, the crows are over here, but we have this one particular vulture that keeps coming and flying above us. And it talks about death, transformation, and rebirth. And sometimes, like she said, even in her relationship, there was a death, transformation, or rebirth over and over again. So remember that yes, they can break your heart, they can break your trust. But it's also telling us that not to put trust in people blindly. So we have to use balance, we have to use discernment, and we have to realize that, okay, Spirit's saying for this particular situation, yes, put trust, but also pay attention to the red flags, right? And listen to your higher self, and listen to what your feelings are. It's your feelings more really than anything. And then if you have that feeling of trepidation, or you don't feel quite certain, give yourself a little bit of time. Don't be forced to be rushing into anything. And if you want to have proof, ask for proof. Watch for it, because you know what? Words are wonderful and can be very poetic and very beautiful, and people can be very beautiful and very alluring and very charming, but actions speak louder than words. So don't put your trust blindly in people. So that's the first message. And the next message is your solar plexus chakra. I like that. So let's spin the Avalon cone around, and you can see one of the crystals with the color of the solar plexus. The solar plexus chakra is right above your belly button, and it is your basically, I am worthy, I am capable. And you think about the sun and happiness and growth. I am capable. Worthiness. Do you have issues with worthiness? Do you not feel worthy of receiving? what you're asking for, what you would so desire, then your solar plexus chakra needs some work. And the number 3, we see again the number 3. We keep seeing the number 3. That's a number that's so prevalent for me at this time, like over and over. So it's definitely the ascended masters working. The solar plexus works with the element of fire, and it's your adrenal gland or your pancreas. And of course, the color, as you see, is the color yellow. And I'm telling you, I always say, you know, I am capable. I can do anything I set my mind to. So that is the word, I can. So it's about willpower, self-esteem, confidence. Wow, I just saw the next message. Did you guys get a glimpse of that? Oh my God. Okay, so it's, you know, self-esteem, self-confidence, self-worth. It also is connected to your inner feeling, because this is your, you know, your gut. What does your gut say? What is your gut telling you? So if you're having issues with trust and you're needing to make a decision, you need to have that balanced. So how do you do that? You dance, you move, you walk around, right? Let's walk around. Let's do it as we speak, because hell, we just got that message. So right now, I feel I am capable, I am worthy, I can do anything I set my mind to. Take a look around while I walk with you and stimulate our solar chakra. So let's, I was gonna ask you to close your eyes, but this is just as beautiful as closing your eyes, that as a meditation. So look at that and imagine that is your meditation, and that's what you're visualizing. Inhale through your nose and breathe in the color of the sun. Breathe it in. Send that energy from the sun straight down into your solar plexus. So imagine that going down. Breathe it in. I would say breathe it in right through your forehead. That's how I do it, because it's right here, right? So breathe it in right here and have it go straight down into your solar plexus. It's going to ignite that brilliant sun. And then exhale it through your mouth. Anything that does not work, that doesn't work, doesn't serve you. So I am capable, I am worthy, right? I am confident. Breathe out, right through your belly button. Breathe out, right through your belly button. All the negative, anything that says that that's not the truth. So breathe in the positive. Right out through your belly button, breathe out. You can have the relationships that you want. This is the psychic love tarot. So the trust was about relationship, and this is about you deserving, and you are worthy, and you can have. I can have the perfect relationship. Yes, I can. I can sustain the perfect relationship. Yes, I can, because I am capable and I'm worthy and I deserve it. Breathe it out. Okay. You can do that with any of the chakras, but that was a cool exercise right then, especially since the wind started to blow right when we did it. Okay. And the next message I'm really excited about because I already saw it. Travel. Safe travel. I love this. Look at this, you guys. I have a St. Christopher medal. See it? Right next to the best friends. It's the same exact, hold on. It's the same exact picture. Do you see it? Same exact picture as that. Exactly. So this is, St. Christopher is the patron saint of travel, and to make sure that you are safe. I like reading the card itself, because what you're looking at is, you see in the far distance, I love this. I love this card. You see in the far distance, right there where the castle is, what's going on here is this person is kneeling down and they're about to lose their head. And this is a clergyman standing there and the guards standing there. So something very unfair is happening here in this kingdom, in this castle. So whatever it is that's going on, these people are leaving whatever is not fair, whatever is not right. And here, hidden in the rocks, he's not hiding because he's afraid. This is the wise man. This is your guide. And he's holding up a lantern and helping, so guiding this one away safely, carrying this new baby. Now look at on the branch, or on his staff, it's sprouting lilies, which is new growth. So where you're leaving, you may be leaving a very difficult situation and moving to somewhere that you might be feeling frightened. You might be worried about this, about being able to do this on your own. But at this time, you're being guided, and you're going to be safely guided, and you're going to be carried on the back by spirit. This is you. This is the new beginning. This is your rebirth. That is why we saw the vulture flying up above us. So it's letting you know that if you are on a trip, you're going to be taken care of. Don't worry. If you're somebody who worries about flying, if you're worried about getting somewhere safely, you are guided as you go safely on this trip. And it's going to be an enjoyable vacation, if that's the case. Also, ask, since you're being assisted here and here, anything that you need for this trip. You need flight arrangements, you need money, you need a place to stay, you need your work to line up so that you have enough money to do that, the time off, whatever that you need, anything that you need, a place to go, anything that you have in, oh my God, a red dragonfly. Oh, it's just gone over. This is the second time today. We got it earlier today. I have to just, and then the 3 doves. I don't know if you guys just saw that. I'm catching spirits yelling me, and I'm looking at the last second and missing them. I don't know if you saw them fly above us. The red dragonfly represents somebody in spirit is saying hello. There's more messages, but that specifically, somebody who may have passed into spirit is here, and they're telling you that they're safe and they're happy, and they don't want you to be upset. They don't want you to be sad. They want you to move forward. We're talking about safe travel. They've made it safely to the other side. They're safely there, and they want you to safely move forward, move on. That is, look at the red on the robe of spirit. This is the spirit. This is someone in your life, and they're letting you know that they're safe. They're safely there. And they're with you. They're showing up. They're making an appearance. That was a beautiful, beautiful message for that to happen right then. And for the 3 doves to fly right then. I saw the dragonfly, and then I saw the 3 doves over my shoulder. And I saw them going this way before, the other direction. So the 3 doves represent, again, the Ascended Masters, coming full circle, completion. So it could be, it's time for you to go. Now is the time. You're going to be guided. You might be feeling dangerous. You might be feeling nervous. But now is the time to go. Because the dragonfly was on the move. The 3 doves were on the move. They talk about peace. They talk about transition. They talk about safety, prophecy, love, relaxation, taking a breath, taking it easy, soulmates. And the fact that the 3 of them, that's the Ascended Masters helping you, and here, of course, the Ascended Masters are helping you. So all of those things came at one time. That was beautiful. It's also telling you that because they were in flight, it's time for you to take a trip. It's time. This is it. If you're looking for a sign about when you're supposed to go, this is it. You deserve it. And this is about giving to yourself, because you've given to so many others. Maybe you've been carrying a lot of people on your back, right? But wherever this is growth. This is happiness. This is new beginnings. You may be traveling to meet somebody for a new beginning. This may be a new home. This may be a new job. This might be a new relationship. You might be, I don't know. But there's new growth. It's beautiful. And yes, they're moving quickly. They're moving quickly. They have to. So that's actually a really good message to me, because something is happening, and it's underway. It's already underway. I'm excited about that. Seeing the red dragonfly again for the 2nd time today. It was amazing. Okay, where did your card blow away? Oh, it blew one down the ground. Everything's taking flight. It might be your emotions taking flight. Let's see what your message is. Imagine. Clearly visualize the life you want. Feel it in your heart and soul, and so it will come to be. Imagine it as it has already happened. What does it feel like? Does it feel like that? Does it look like that? Yay! Okay, that's our first message. I love the blue jays. Blue jays are my faves. Okay, so now we go to water. Oh Lord, I hope I remember who the other one was. Ooh, I love this. The dragon. The dragon is lending you its strength at this time. Look at that dragon up on that mountain. We've seen this dragon up on that mountain. Last week we saw that dragon. I'm moving into the shade. Last week we saw this dragon, and he was not wanting to come down from that hill. He was holding on to something that was dead in his hand, remember? And you know what? He might have been trying to communicate with somebody telepathically. He's holding this, and it was a memory. And Spirit said, no more of this channeling, and no more of this sending messages through other people. Now it's time for you to do it yourself. So here we see the dragon with its power and its strength. And the first thing that I feel, I mean, the color is the color of your sacral chakra, which is the seat of sexual energy and creativity. And that dragon is up there ready to take flight. That's what I see. And at this time, possibly, maybe you need to have the strength of the dragon to help you make that move forward. If so, then here is the dragon coming forward to give you its strength and its power and its protection. It's reminding you that your power and your strength, and what from what we just saw, doesn't come just from inside of you. It comes from spirit. It comes from the Ascended Masters. It comes from your soul family, the United Collective. It comes from our power animals, and dragons are one of our power animals. Have you met your dragon? I have. I've seen my dragon. Dragons are spirit creatures, and they're there to help you. So call upon your inner dragon. You may be that dragon. Deep in your soul, you've got that power, and you can pull upon it, and its strength, and its resolve, and its tenacity. So if you're struggling with issues at this time, if you're struggling with issues of honor and integrity and morality, call upon your inner dragon to give you that, to fortify you, put some backbone in, put some oomph into what it is that you are wanting to portray, wanting to embody, wanting to put out there, and restore that, anything that you might be struggling with. Because the spiritual dragon, this is a spiritual dragon. The strength of the spiritual dragon can never be undone. It can never be broken. So if you feel yourself faltering or feel yourself losing your own power, call upon the spiritual dragon, your spiritual dragon. It will never let you down. And it's ready. It's ready to take flight. It's ready to be at your side. Also, when we speak about the dragon within, this is a message like the deer totem. Never mistake a gentle person for a weak person, ever. Because gentle, quiet strength is incredibly powerful. Also, you may seem to be, on the outside, you may be a very gentle person, but you have resilience and you have strength in you. So never mistake it in yourself as well. You do have this power within you. Yes, you do. So right now, the spirit is telling you, and the dragon is asking you, see how he's just about ready? He's sitting there. He's ready to go. He wants you to wait for the next signal, the signal for you, when to make your move. So let's see what the next message is. From the Psychic Tarot, manifest. You have the ability to manifest. This is the magician. This is the magician standing in front of you. And he's telling you, you have this ability. And this is a time of great power for you. Look at that. God, that's amazing. I love how it goes from blue. It's like if you ever, when you watch a fire, you know, a fire burning, you can see the color. When you see red, it's hot, but when you see it blue, that's really hot. And look, it's hottest here. And he's got that power. And look how calm he is and relaxed. I like his ring, the emerald. You've got everything you need. The magician has everything. The magician has all the tools. The magician has the tools. The magician has the wherewithal. The magician has the power. The magician has oh, I heard the song just before this, Coming at You Like a Dark Horse. Are you ready? So you want to play with magic. So you want to play with magic. Are you ready? Somebody is manifesting. I heard this earlier. If somebody is manifesting and they're using magic. Now, it's not black magic. This is spiritual magic. This is connection. This is manifesting and drawing to you without even speaking. You have that ability to do. You can manifest into your life by calling upon your highest self, by connecting to the situation or the person or the event or whatever it is that you know is in your highest good that you're trying to bring to you. I feel bad looking at you like that through these glasses because you get the reflection. So here's my eyes, but it's a little too bright for me. So the number one, right? This is the next step after the new beginning. 0 is the beginning. So here we go. Number 1. This is your next step. So get clear. Whatever it is that you're wishing to manifest, put your abilities to good use. That's the difference between somebody using magic in a dark way. We're not doing that. We're not condoning that. We don't do binding spells. We don't F with anybody's free will. This is about manifesting in the light. So as long as you're using the highest of integrity and morals, this is about loving unconditionally. This is about supporting. This is about giving, forgiving. This is about all the tools that you have. I mean, the tools that you have can be, think about the different tools. All the things that I just said, right? Power, strength, ability, love, unconditional love, forgiveness. But what about silliness and humor and quirkiness and all of those are tools too. Laughter and sex and kissing and hugging and singing. Those are all tools too. Use them all, right? We have so many of them. Use them all at this time. It's because this is the psychic tarot of the heart. Who doesn't want fun? Who doesn't want Even when you're having sex, I want to have fun. I want to have fun. I want to sing. I want to dance. My twin and I did that. We sang and we hugged and we had all of that. We had the music going. It was fun. You want to use all of that. You want to have, I like leaving the radio on. I like having music playing because and it's different than having a CD going, because if you put in a CD, look at them, there they are. If you put in a CD, and there's the red dragonfly, you know what's coming. I like using the radio because when the radio comes on and the songs come on, Spirit's choosing those songs. And I know what's going on. I know what you're thinking and you know what I'm thinking by the songs that are playing. That's fun. That's bringing Spirit into it. I like that. So use all of these things when you manifest and take some time to figure out exactly how you want to do this and figure out what is your specific brand of magic that you can work. Look at that view, you guys. You can use in your relationship. You know, look how focused. Very, very calm, very relaxed. I know what I have. I know the tools I have. I know the gifts that I have. I have the ability to manifest what I want. So what do I want? What is in the highest good? Is it in the highest good of not only myself, but of my partner? Because this is a love tarot, okay? Is it in the highest good? Now, love doesn't have to be a sexual partner. It can be your brother, your mother, your best friend. Is it in the highest good of them, right? It's got to be in the highest good of all. Because these gifts that we have, we can use these gifts in a negative way. As I say that, the crow comes forward. So there are ones that are doing that. But look who's here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 doves. You are on the right path and it will exceed your expectations. Oh, I like that. But yes, we see you. You can scream all you want. But you know what? We've got the light around us. So make sure that what you're doing, what you're trying to manifest into is in the highest good of everyone concerned. Yourself and others as well. Otherwise, Spirit will block that shit. They won't let that happen. Your tools are very powerful. Your manifestation at this time is very, very powerful. So be very clear and be very, very honest, and then you take your action. Now, what I find interesting was, what was the message that we had right before this? If you're waiting for a message, oh, look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't be too, wait, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this one was if you're waiting for a sign or for a message, right? And then we got that, and we got the 7 doves. 6 means don't be so worried about the material world, which means how this is going to happen. How am I going to be able to afford this? This is the material. We want to focus on Spirit, okay? Spirit's got this. Spirit's got this. All right, and what is your message? Oh, no, we have another card. I hope my battery doesn't run out. I didn't bring a plug. I might have to go stand over there and be plugged in. Okay, so the next message is look deeper. So the situation that you're looking at or you're thinking at, there might be something that you're missing and you need to look deeper into that pool. Maybe you need to look deeper into your own feelings. Wow, we've got a lot of talking going on. So I get that as a message. You've got a lot of talk going on all around you. So at this time, Spirit is saying you need to look into this deeper. Look into the situation deeper. There may be people that are saying things that are confusing things. There might be people giving you misinformation. Yeah, that is absolutely being emphasized right now. That there are people that are talking. So you need to look beyond the surface of the situation, because there is information that you're not aware of. There's something that's been covered up. There's something that you're not aware of, or there might be something that you're not admitting to yourself. Remember, oh, you guys, if you listen to today's reading, it might be you yourself that is not wanting to look at something. You're ignoring something. So Spirit is asking for you to go into a quiet space and admit maybe things that you haven't wanted to admit to yourself. But you have to keep your mind open. They're not telling you no about the situation, but they're asking for you to look deeper into this. And you've got to pay attention to what it is that you're feeling. Remember, from your gut. Maybe you need to speak to somebody like a professional, but whatever it is, looking into this is worth the investment, because this is very, very important for you. And whatever you put into at this time, hi. Why does this keep blowing away? This keeps blowing over. This keeps blowing over. Why does that keep blowing over? So the winds have changed and they're getting strong. So why does that keep blowing over? They want you to make sure you don't miss out on any opportunities, but they also don't want you to miss out. They don't want you to ignore any red flags. They want you to pay attention to the signs. They want you to pay attention to the animal messengers. Any research that you do at this time is going to help you. It's going to be to your benefit. And don't think that, so if somebody comes to you with an opportunity, or you have something in front of you, or you're thinking something right at this time, and you're thinking, yeah, but you know, I've only got a window of, they say I've got to make this move. They say I've got to do this or whatever. Spirit is telling you right now, Spirit is telling you, no, you don't. If you have time to look into this. You have time to make sure that you feel right about this. You are not going to make this decision hastily. You are going to look into this. You need to look into this. I want to see what your message is, because your word is integrity. Be flexible, but also be true to you. Okay, so if somebody says, okay, this is what we have to do, and we got to do this now, and this is the way we're going to do it, but it doesn't feel right for you, don't do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Flexibility goes both ways. Compromise goes both ways. You need to stand in your integrity, and you need to do what you know is best and what is in your highest good. So stand by your beliefs and your values, and then others will stand by you and be true to you. Because if you don't stand for your own self, no one's going to stand with you. You have to be a person of honor and integrity first. So that's why they want you to look into this more deeply. Whatever's going on, is this something that is going to, that you're going to be able to stand by? Is this something that's going to conflict with your beliefs, with your integrity, with your morality, with your conscience? Because if it is, you're not going to do it, no matter who it is that's offering it to you. And when you stand your ground, it might be that something comes to you, or somebody comes to you with something, and you're offered something, and you're like, no. Like for me, this is the love of my life. He comes home and he says to me, okay, you know, and he wants to just kind of, he won't, there's no commitment. This is not a commitment. Oh, I'm just breezing through, and, you know, I thought, you know, we'd hook up. Wrong. Sorry. Well, I'm only here for a couple weeks. Well, you know, have a nice stay. Goodbye. That's not where my integrity stays. That's not where I come from. So that's just a light example, but that's a fact. So this was water signs, so there's a message for you. Now we're going on, what did I say? Fire, water, air, earth? I don't know if I did. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna expound on that. You guys are gonna have to, if I did it right, great, but otherwise, you know. Okay. Here we go. Sorry. You don't have to look at me. The fire fairy, creative action, optimism. Okay, so that's a cool one. That's a nice one to see. This is positive. So right now, when she comes forward, she's telling you to move quickly. Interesting. A second ago, we were told not to worry, but she is saying she wants you to move quickly, because you think about a wildfire, right? If there was a wildfire that's going through the valley and the wind starts whipping up, you got to move quickly. So this is something about moving quickly. She's encouraging that. But this is optimism. This is happiness. This is things working out very well. This is Spirit bringing us signs and signals, like what we've been seeing right now. Right now I'm seeing a bunch of boats in the water, and they're all on the move. The birds were all talking and emphasizing information and saying things at the exact moment. So this is what she's saying right now. You're going to have all of these signs. You're going to have this backing you up. Signals, signs, omens, everything is supporting your dream. It's showing you the direction to go. So she's asking for you to have hope. She's telling you you need to have courage. You have to have this in order for you to have your dreams come about in the way that you want them to manifest. You need to act. You can't just dream, sit there up on that mountain, as we saw that dragon sitting on the mountain, kind of looking into that skull like it was a crystal ball, remembering, you know, willing, wishing. Mr. Magician who thinks he's just going to make everything happen. No, you need to act as well. So this is about a sense of energy that's going to come to you to help you move forward and push through and complete any ideas that you've had. And again, of course, it can't be just for you. It's got to be in the highest good of everyone, right? So she's going to give you signs and signals. You're going to know. And she's telling you that you're going to have positive outcomes for what you put in. So also with the fire, look at the color here. And this, I'm looking at this. And this morning we had Archangel Uriel come forward. When the fire fairy comes forward, she says, we're going to light things up. We're going to light things up so that you have illumination. So that if there are things that are hidden, things that you need to look at, you need to see, we're going to show you. So we need to have that. That's a gift for us. Because if you're in the dark about something, there's something that has been hidden that you're not aware of, they're going to light it up. They're going to light it up so there's no confusion and there's no deception, there's no lies. Spread your wings. Bridge to the sky. My friend wrote a song called Bridge to the Sky. Look at that gorgeous illuminated path. That looks like moonstone. And it looks like, it looks also like lepidolite and muscovite mica. God, that's beautiful. I love that. So her arms are open. She's covered in pink, which is love. She's going towards the divine masculine. She's following her true north. and she's walking along her path. So spread your wings. Spirit is telling you it's time for you to spread your wings. We've got a lot about that. We've got a lot about movement, moving forward at this time, don't we? So right now for you, Spirit is saying it's time for you to build a bridge from where you are to where you want to be. Where is it that you are right now? Are your arms open to Spirit? Are you keeping your heart open? She's got this beam of light coming down, so she's connecting to Spirit this way. She's got her arms open. So if you stand with your arms open, you're not protecting yourself, right? You're not worrying. You're like, I'm open for it. I'm open. Are you open to what is in your highest good? Spirit is telling you right now, there's expansion around you. You might be not quite certain about what's happening. You might be one of two things. You might be feeling a little bit anxious, or you might be feeling restless. Like, I'm more like a horse that's like pawing at the ground, ready to go. I'm ready to go. There's something there, but I don't know what it is. So that's where I'm at. But Spirit says we're ready to go. And maybe in relationships, you might be feeling confined. Maybe the relationships in your life aren't giving you what you need. Ask yourself, what's going on at this time? Is it time for you to expand beyond this? Do you feel restricted? Is this giving you actually what you want? Maybe you've been in a situation and you thought this is everything I could ever possibly want, but now you're thinking to yourself, I want something different. I want something more. I want more. I want to follow that bridge to the sky. There's so much more around me. Maybe the relationship isn't exciting for you. Maybe you feel stuck there. Maybe you're not going anywhere. Maybe you're not able to expand and grow. Maybe you were happy there, but like I've been in a relationship, my ex-husband was my best friend, but I wanted to grow. I wanted to expand. There was so much more for me, and he didn't. Are you in a place like that? You need to ask yourself that. You also, when you think about relationships, since this is the psychic tarot of the heart, you need to make sure that whatever relationship that you move into, that you're going to be able to expand, that you're going to be able to grow. You're going to be able to follow your soul's path, what is important to you. This isn't about putting aside what you want for the person that you're with. Is it going to allow you to feel happy and able to move forward? Are you going to be asked to stop your work? Like for me, you're going to have to stop, and you're going to have to basically be, I want you to be a stay-at-home wife, and I want to take care of you, and I don't want you to do that anymore. That will never happen. Sorry, never. Never. This is important to me. I want to continue to grow. So ask yourself all of these things. Is this in your highest good? Are you going to be unrestricted? Whatever changes that you make at this time, remember, if you are in a relationship, you have to take into consideration others' feelings and be compassionate, but you can't stay in something that is not in your highest good. It has to be fulfilling for not only the other person that you care about, but also for yourself. This is our soul's path. We came here to live this life. I didn't come here to live your life. I came to live my life, right? Right now, Spirit says maybe you need to sleep on it. You know, maybe you need to give it a little, give yourself a little time. Maybe you haven't been sleeping, and so you're not able to think clearly. It might be that the reason you're not sleeping is because you're overthinking, you're overanalyzing. It might be that you're trying to fit too many things in. You might be burning the candle at both ends. When we're not sleeping, everything goes wrong. We gain weight, we can't think clearly, we get cranky, we aren't able to connect to our higher self. Absolutely, we don't hear Spirit's message, our body breaks down. We absolutely have to have rest. We age when we don't have proper rest. So we can ask Spirit to help us. If there are things in our life that are keeping us awake at night, we have to address these things. We can't stuff these things, we can't ignore them. So what's keeping you awake at night? What are you stressed about? What are you worrying about? When you go to bed, do you hold on to crystals? I do. This is one that I hold on to. I hold on to this, I hold on to smoky quartz, and I hold on to my howlite. Every single night when I go to bed, I hold on to those. You can put a little sachet underneath your pillow. You can put an amethyst under your pillow. You can charge a crystal and put it under your pillow. I would like to have a peaceful night's sleep. I would like no nightmares, please. There are specific crystals that you can use if you're having nightmares. If you're having, I'm looking at something right now. You see that cloud right there? It looks like a shark. See its fin? It's a shark in the water. So is the shark, that's not really a shark, it's a cloud. So your dreams, remember, if you are having nightmares, you're having night terrors, or you're concerned, remember your dreams, they're not real. And I know that you're saying, okay, but that doesn't help me when I'm sleeping. You go to sleep, before you go to sleep at night, you talk to your angels and you say, please help me learn my dreams and understand the messages that I'm supposed to understand, and help me heal if these are things that are healing in my dreams in a more peaceful way, so that I can have a peaceful night's sleep and it's not disrupted. Ask Spirit for that. And there are specific crystals that will help work with those things specifically. It might mean that you need to give it a rest. It might be that like sleep on it, and in your dreams you're going to get a message from Spirit. It might mean that it's important for you change your sheets more often. Absolutely, you have to have fresh sheets. Change your sheets. They hold energy, right? Change the area around you. Make sure that your pillows are clean. You know, sometimes pillows are really disgusting. I'm such a neat freak, but it's very, very important. There's no dust around you. Make sure that you put a dream catcher above your bed. I have one with a crystal in it. The crystal is to hold positive energy and love and light, and the dream catcher, my intention is that it takes away anything dark and negative. Have that above your bed. Mine has red hawk feathers. It's beautiful. My friend Brian gave it to me for Christmas. Make sure that, you know, because if you're not sleeping at night, you might be allergic to something. There might be something in your what you wash your sheets with, your chemicals. It might be in your room. For me, it might be too hot, right? I can't sleep if I don't have a fan going. I need to have the sound, the white noise of a fan to keep me going. I have dark curtains, super dark curtains. Maybe you need to have it darker. Maybe you need to have one of those machines that, you know, the little sound machines. Rain, I used to do rain, but the fan works really good, white noise. Definitely has to be cool. I can't sleep. Woo! I can't sleep when it's too hot, right? So maybe it's too cold in your room, it's too hot in your room. Make sure that you have the appropriate kind of, I mean, think about all these things. Don't try and go to bed and suffer. I have a sleeping mask. I sleep with earplugs, a sleeping mask, a fan, blackout curtains, and then I'm cool. And even then, I kick my sheets off in the middle of the night. I run hot. I'm an Aries, you know? So these are important things that you really have to consider. And also make sure that you make time during the day. This is during the day. She's awake. So don't push yourself constantly during the day. Make sure that you have downtime. Have a nap. My grandmother had a nap every single afternoon. She did. She would have a nap in her chair. She would say she was listening to the news, but she wasn't. That was her way of slowing down. My landlord does the same thing. He goes, oh, I was just resting my eyes. Okay, well, that's cool. Rest your eyes. Put your head down on your desk for 12 minutes and shut your door and say, do not disturb, right? Whatever it is. Take some time out during the day. You don't have to rush constantly. You're pushing yourself too hard, basically, is what Spirit is telling you. Also, you're not going to be able to sleep if you have filled yourself with things that keep you up, like sugar, coffee, nicotine, alcohol, anything that keeps you up or gets you going. You're not going to sleep very well. Don't eat too much before you go to bed. You'll have a stomach ache. Right? My issue is drinking water all the time, and I have to get up all the time to go to the bathroom because I drink water nonstop. Speaking of which, my chia water, my landlord said, stop drinking water. Pat, I was going to ask him. He's in there making dinner with his ex-girlfriend. Isn't that funny? Hold on. I needed water. He said to me, well, if you get up in the middle of the night all the time to go to the bathroom, stop drinking water like about 5 o'clock. And I said, I would die. I would rather get up. I get up like a zombie in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom because I need water. But maybe, you know, not drinking nonstop before you go to sleep. That will help you. Also, tell yourself you're going to sleep well. I enjoy my sleep. I have peaceful night's sleep. Positive affirmations, you know, your body believes what you tell it. So I have a peaceful night's sleep. I enjoy my sleep. It's beautiful. It's restful. Thank you. Thank you for helping me enjoy peaceful night's sleep. You say that to that's your intention. You say that to your angels. Interesting, I picked that up. This is my talisman, my lapis lazuli and my moonstone. Sometimes I sleep holding on. This holds energy, right? And it makes me think of certain people, so I hold on to that. Moonstone, you think about dreams, right? If you want to pay attention to what you're getting in dreams. So this is another message as well. Pay attention to your dreams right now. They're telling you important things. Okay? So then your little message. What is your little message? Vision. A positive outcome requires a positive vision. Visualize everyone involved in your present situation surrounded by light and love. Make sure to include yourself also. Your love has the power to influence and transform the current events. So this is how we are able to manifest. This is how we can affect change in a positive way. We hold love and light. We see this situation happening positively. We see everyone. I don't ever look at the people in my life in a negative way. I look at them in their highest power. They are capable. We are all capable. So even if the situation doesn't look good, you're going to see it in a positive light. You're going to hold that intention. Your intention is very, very powerful for not only yourself, but for others. Love. What would love say? What would love do? What are your intentions? Make sure that love is wrapped around that and see it working out well. See it working out well. Okay, and now our last message. I had to kind of back up because the sun, I'm doing a dance with the sun. And yes, I know that I am. Sun is the divine masculine. I'm doing a dance with the sun. I would prefer to be dancing with the divine masculine physically rather than just energetically. So that little dove just says that I will, and that's my intention. Okay, the last pile. I'm also trying to get where Mr. Wind doesn't blow away our cards. Funny, I'm keep turning this around, and we're seeing different crystals. I love this. Okay, I guess we're using this one first. You're a leader. You are a leader. And here you see Joan of Arc. And Joan of Arc, she's the one who took on a cause, right? She's the one who fought for the underdog, who stood up for the underdog. I like that. So Spirit is saying, you are a leader. You have the ability to help others. And you're being called on at this time to use your leadership skills. You're being asked by Spirit to use your leadership skills to help possibly your family, your friends, this project, whatever it is. You know what it is that you're involved in, that they're asking for you to do this. You're the one that's being asked to move forward. So ask Spirit for guidance and know that your actions will be guided, your words will be guided. At this time, they're also saying that others are probably looking up to you as a leader. They're looking up to you as an example. So be a good example to others. If you're leading the way, make sure that she's dressed in white. She's speaking her truth. She's got a robe of love and passion. And she's reaching up to Spirit and saying to Spirit, show me the way, guide me. Look at this beautiful waterfall. This is a giant waterfall. She's on top of this waterfall. When the great wave comes, go to the mountain. She's going to Spirit. She's above the sun. And she's reaching out to Spirit and saying, guide my steps, guide my words. The fact that she is in a robe of white means she's coming from a place of purity and honor. It also says that you need to come from a place of honor. You need to come from a place of integrity. And right as I say that, 3 huge vultures just flew. Then they parted ways. One went that way, one went that way, one went that way. I find that really, really interesting. You'll know that that message meant for you. You need to come from a place of integrity and honor. And 3 vultures took separate directions. Why do the vultures go in separate directions? They're skedaddling. They're not in the highest of integrity, those 3 vultures. That's what I picked up from that. You are expected to be honorable and take the lead. Sadness and isolation. Interesting, we're seeing this with the number 3. The number 3. So in your relationship right now, are you feeling this sadness? Are you feeling alone? Do you feel isolated? There's 2 different ways being shown here. One is in a little ball, all upside down, and this one is jumping up, reaching at the new moon. So it's telling you that this is a love relationship, right? This is a love card, love deck. So love can bring us sadness, it can bring us happiness, it can bring us joy, it can bring us isolation. There's all kinds of things that can happen in a relationship. So it's important to acknowledge. Right now, we saw the red dragonfly fly by. So when the red dragonfly shows up, that is somebody going into Spirit. That is also represents an ending. The fact that we saw the 3 vultures going in separate directions. Vultures, death, transformation, and rebirth. There may be an ending. There may be a separating. 3 people going in different directions. That's sad. Even if it's something that you want, even if it's something that you're moving on to something better, endings are always sad. So you have to acknowledge those feelings. You have to not stuff those feelings, especially if somebody that has passed into Spirit. The loss is great. You have to allow yourself to feel that energy and move it through. But the thing is moving it through, not staying wrapped up tight in this little ball. You need to allow it to go so that you can expand, so that you can continue to move forward. Don't cling on to that belief. Don't isolate yourself from the entire world because you're in a place of sadness. That is not going to help you. It's not going to help them. The red dragonfly showing up said, I am happy. I am happy and I want you to be happy. I'm with you. I'll always be with you. I'll always be at your side. You don't have to be alone. I don't want you to be alone. And as I say that, now I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a giant white heron and it's flying. Interesting, the animal messengers that show up. It's going out across the water now. See, it's going out across the water. The white. It's also spirit. Look at that. See? Can you see it flying between the palm trees? It's peaceful. That's peaceful. We saw the doves. It's a dove of peace. Please don't allow yourself to stay wrapped up in your sadness and your grief away from the world. This is a reminder that no matter how hard things get, they want you to let go of whatever you've been disappointed in, whatever has let you down, whatever's made you sad, because that sorrow can hold you back. And if you keep holding on to that sadness, whatever it is, that what somebody let you down, they broke my heart, they did this to me, or this is, if you're sitting there renumerating on the sadness and you're holding on to that energy, anytime you're in a negative situation, you're going to draw that energy back to you. So if you hold on to that sadness, and even like, same thing with anger, blame, ridicule, judgment, any of these things, if you hold on to any negative energy, you're vibrating in that frequency and you're going to draw that kind of situation back into you. You don't want that situation again. So let go of the sadness. Stop talking about the breakup. Stop talking about what somebody did to let you down, about the disappointment. Let go of that energy. Learn what you can from the situation and then move on. And what you need to move on is into happiness and joy. Joyfully move forward. Okay, it didn't work for me. That hurt my heart. That broke my heart. That made me really sad. That let me down. Okay. Those are lessons. What did you learn from that situation? What not to look at the next time? I don't want to go there the next time. Right then we got emphasis on that. I don't want that again. Right now on the top of the, right there, that's a little victory sparrow. That little victory sparrow says you are worth everything that you desire. It also says victory. Victory is yours. So take yourself away from this little ball of sadness and allow yourself to move through into the new moon and reach for what is in your highest good, because this is not in your highest good. This is not bringing you what you want. Oh, wow. And look what this is. Okay, this is amazing. So what I get from this is, after a time of sadness, there will be love for you. You will have love. So there may be something that you have to let go of. You may have, I've already gotten this message from Spirit, that there's going to be something. Stop. They're blinding me. The sun is blinding me. After a time of sadness, after disappointment, there's going to be love, because that's what we're saying. So what I'm seeing here is these steps, and on these steps we've got leaves, we've got junk, we've got, you know, stuff growing, grass. But look at my landlord's property. Now he has to do this last. This is the last thing. But see how everything is all painted? Everything has been cleaned out. Everything is organized. Everything is neat, right? Here, it's always clean. Everything is very, very clean. That's why I like living here. Look at these steps. There's weeds. There's old leaves. They need to be brushed off. What steps do you need to take to move forward on your path to love, to what you want to have in your life? Is this old relationships? Is this old depression, sadness? Weeds growing here? Clean up your steps. What steps do you need to take in order to get what you want? Let go of the sadness. Clean up the old junk, clean up the old negative thoughts, feelings, get rid of people that no longer work in your life, that don't allow you to expand, that don't allow you to move forward, that don't allow you to move forward on your path, where you feel restricted, where people want you to be different than you are, where they're not honoring you, where they don't understand you. Let go of relationships that don't work at this time. It's where you're not happy. You want what's happy. You want what's good. Do you need to take a step? Spirit says action is required in order for you to get what you want. Walk up the steps. Show kindness, show compassion, show love to others, but also show love to yourself. It has to start with you, right? You can't be giving to other people and not giving to yourself. Whether this is, whatever this is. Whether this is to family, friends, pets, people on the street. Kindness, compassion, energy. Whenever you put that love out, you put that energy out, you bring that back in. So you've gone through a time of sadness. You're feeling restricted. You're feeling grief about certain things. If you send love out, love comes back in. We already said we don't want to hold on to that negative, toxic feeling, the sadness, and you're like, oh, come on, you know, it broke my heart. Okay, fine. But you have to constantly talk about it over and over and over and over. That's not what you want to draw into your life. Your body hears what you talk about. You're sending that energy out. And with that energy, you're going to pull that kind of energy in. So you send love out, kindness to other people. You may not have love in front of you at this time, but anything that you send out into the world will come back to you, and you want to be vibrating with that frequency. You want to be vibrating with the frequency of love. So shift your perspective. You're not the only person in the world, right? It's not all about you. You may be blocking love. You may be blocking love by being a little black rain cloud, by being the isolated one. I don't want anybody near me. I don't want to talk to anybody. You know, I've been through a lot. I just want to be alone. Okay? How long are you going to sit like that? You might be standing there with your arms folded across your chest and your arms are not open and saying to Spirit, I want what's in my highest good. You're blocking love. What do you have to do to open up the love? Because we are all connected. You need to be self-respecting. You need to be self-loving to everything and everyone. So Spirit's asking the message. The question to you, I've always asked. What would love say? What would love do? In any circumstances, what would love say? What would love do? Do that. Do that. Your little message. Adventure. Ooh. Instead of seeing the current situation as an obstacle, try seeing it as an adventure. Explore all the possibilities. There are many more than you can currently imagine. Instead of seeing things as a block now that's interesting. Instead of seeing things as a block, okay, there is no blockage. I don't see a blockage. I'm not looking at that. But they're saying, instead of seeing things as black and white, try to explore all the colors in between. So I like the word adventure, especially when it's in conjunction with love. Now, you've gone through something that made you sad, that you've been isolating yourself from love. So by isolating yourself, you are blocking love. You need to allow adventure to come into your life. You are a leader. You need to act. You need to ask Spirit to help you. You need to let go of this sense of isolation. Maybe it isn't about sadness. Maybe you've just been isolating. Maybe you just feel safe when you're isolating, but you're blocking love, and that's the one thing you want. So you may be a leader in business, but as far as relationships, you isolate. Well, you block your love. Sweep off those steps. Take the steps. Allow the adventure to come into your life. And imagine, instead of everything black and white, nothing is black and white. There are so many other colors in the world. There's nothing black and white. There are so many gray areas. Imagine, instead of when Spirit says explore your options, I'm just letting you look because it's so incredible. Instead of, when Spirit says explore your options, instead of understanding that that means that, oh, explore your options, you're not going to have that, explore all the different ways that Spirit can allow the things to happen, all the different ways that this can happen, all the different things that you can do to make this happen. Explore your options. What are the different things that you can do? The imagination, your gifts, your creativity, your ideas. What are all the ways that you can explore to have things work out in a beautiful way? Things aren't working out. Why aren't they working out? And then think seriously. What you're looking at as a block, instead of it being a block, it's happening for a reason right now. Now, am I blocking it? Am I doing something? Is it because my thinking is negative? Is it because I'm not allowing myself to go where people can even see me? Is it because I'm saying things that I actually don't mean? A lot of times people will say things because, like, you know, I don't care about a relationship. My clients say that to me all the time. Well, I told him, you know, I don't want marriage. Why did you say that? Well, because isn't he scared of commitment, right? Why would you say you don't want marriage? That's not truth. You do want marriage. Well, I just thought it would be easier. No, if you lie, if you don't tell the truth, you're going to bring to you what you're talking about. Don't say that. Oh, well, I thought I was just making it easier on him. Don't make it easier on him. Speak the truth. You're blocking what you're desiring. And if this person is someone who never will have a commitment and that's something that you want, then it's best that you know now. I want to know now. I'm not going to waste my time on this, right? Think about it. So that's our reading. That's our reading, and we haven't run out of time. Yay! So they used to go out. They don't now. They've been friends for a long time. And they're going to go down and have Father's Day nummy-nums. No, that's a confirmed bachelor. Except that's a confirmed bachelor. Okay, you guys, take a look. One last look. And then I'm hungry. My stomach's growling. I went to the grocery store today. Treat yourself with love. I don't have anybody to celebrate Father's Day with. I'm here by myself celebrating Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to me. My daughter and my grandson, actually my grandson gave my what is he? He's my son-in-law, I guess, papers today. Will you be my dad? Legally, adoption papers. That's pretty cool. So I asked her if I could say that, and she said yes. That it's okay. And in today's reading, one of the messages was new beginning, and one of the messages was that an adoption will go through. And I got very, very emotional because I was worried about it, that it wasn't going to happen, and that was my confirmation. My face is smiling so big it hurts. Like, I'm so happy about that. You have no idea. They deserve it, and I was worried that there might be a block. And she's like, "No, don't worry about it, Mom." But I was worried. I was concerned. So see here. So there you go. And Spirit brought me that in my message, and it was like, an adoption will go through. So I asked her, and she goes, "No, it's all good." And I said, "Is it okay that I say anything about it?" She goes, "No, it's fine." So happy adoption, and happy Father's Day to Jacob and Trey. So happy Father's Day to everybody who celebrates it, and have a beautiful day, rest of the day. Thank you for being here with me, and enjoy that. Suck that in. My friends in Wisconsin, it's beautiful for them too. Last day of Steelbridge Songfest, but this is pretty stinking beautiful. Woo! Anybody else? Any other animal messengers want to make appearance before we leave? I'm just scouring. Hummingbird. Hummingbird just went on the end, and it's sitting on the top of that palm tree. There's no way that you can see it because it's so little. But she literally flew up there and sat there. So the hummingbird has a lot of messages. The hummingbird is basically telling us right now, take a breath. Do you see it move? She's moving now. I don't know if you can see that little tiny dot. Maybe she'll come over by us. But she says, take a breath, relax, grab the joy in life. You will accomplish what might seem impossible to yourself and others. You're capable of that. Okay, you guys, have a fantastic day. I love you. Bye.